Happy Wednesday to everybody. The day before the 4th, July 3rd. We're going to talk about whether the 4th of July weekend already started today or when do you start celebrating it. Mike's off. Mike's in.
Hey,
Stoney.
What's
the
up?
Godfather. Happy to always have you here, Stoney.
Glad to be here.
I was excited when I saw that because I was wondering yesterday why Mike kept saying, no, we need to do this topic today. I'm like, oh, we could do it tomorrow. No, we got to do it today.
Uh-huh.
And then when he walked out, he was like, yeah, I'm off for the rest of the week. It's like, I did not. Yeah. Scumbag.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow you have Tiger baseball.
Tomorrow we have Tiger baseball.
Nothing celebrates holiday like a bad baseball
Nothing
team.
like a team that's 9 games below 500. Mm-hmm. Whee! Fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But we do have a jam-packed show for you. We're going to have some fun with you, the listener. David has a great what if segment that we're going to get to later on in the show. Stoney and I had some observations about what happened downtown, but something happened right before the show. And I just kind of want to jump into this because I guess I'm outdated, or I guess I just didn't know. So I had one of the sales guys tell me about the Janet Jackson concert that happened last night. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, oh my God, it was a great concert. She performed for 3 hours. She performed 42 songs, and he was looking at her set list.
Yes, from the show before in Hartford, which according to this was only 33 songs. So he might have embellished a little bit, but that's okay.
Right. So I'm like, a set list, so he's like, yeah, you look and see what the songs are before you go to the concert. And I was like, well, what's the fun in that? You just kind of, I like to just go to the concert. I like to be surprised, but then I found out talking to other people, this is a thing, that there's a website dedicated to this where you could actually go on there and find out what's going to be the first song, what's going to be the encore song. And I did not know that. You knew about it. Evan was like, yeah, I know it. So I know when to leave the concert because Evan leaves concerts early. So he knows at what song to walk out on. Mm-hmm. You know about this. Stoney, you are the concert connoisseur.
Yeah.
You've seen probably more than all of us combined.
Yeah, because I'm a loser. But in my Springsteen world, I used to, before the internet, I used to go and just write the songs down anyway, just so I could report back to my friends. Yeah, he played this, he played this, he played this. And now through the internet, and even before I knew about setlist.fm.com, whatever the heck it is, where you can go back and look at a set list. I remember going to that show in 1996. You can go back.
So who
and
does
find
this? Like somebody just sits in the crowd and instead of just watching it, they nope, they played this song 6, this song was 7, this song was 8.
It's like the person who goes to a concert basically to shoot the video on their phone too. Something like that. Look.
Now, that's a loser.
Yeah. Well,
no, that's a loser.
Well, if they do the whole concert.
The whole concert?
Yes. I've done a few songs.
You know what? Because here's what I've never seen. Somebody sitting at their desk at work saying, wow, what are you doing? I'm watching the concert that I just went to. The audio is horrible.
I know. I have a lot in my phone. And I'd say, why? It's like the last time I went to a concert was in Las Vegas, and there was a show, and it came out on YouTube from a different angle, and I had really good seats standing by the floor, by the stage. And I'm looking at this other person, and then I just see me. And it's like, I'm me. I'm holding the phone. It's like, I feel like, enjoy the show, Mike.
Loser.
Loser. Yeah. I wasn't in the moment for as much of the show. Once in a while, it's okay.
If you do it for 30 seconds.
Yes.
That's your time limit.
I do it too much.
You want to preserve a memory. Hey, yes. I was at this concert. Yes. You could show some friends. 30 seconds.
Right.
People are doing it. If you're doing it for an entire song,
right,
hours, you're a loser.
And the reason I'm guilty of the set list thing, and I wish I was like you. When the tour would start, you want to know what he's playing, and then if he's changing it from show to show, and do you want to keep going to shows if the set list is going to be the same? So that's my rationale. I wish I didn't know because there's less spontaneity if you keep a list. If you're sitting there, well, I know he's going to, he'll change what he's opening with, but I know he's going to go this. I know
because it's almost like there's no fun. Like if you knew every play of an NFL game.
Correct.
It's not the same
you're
because
right.
you're right. This is okay. This is where they throw the touchdown. Okay, this is where they get sacked. Okay, this is where it happened. Where it's just that spontaneity.
But it's funny when you look at a set list though of a tour where it's let's say it's an act that you're not sure you want to go. Well, I want to know what he's playing. Is he playing all new stuff? Is he playing hits? So you look, he or she, what they're playing, and then you look and you say, okay, I'll go, or I won't go. Like I looked, there's Elvis Costello's play Monday night with Daryl Hall, and I just looked like I'm a big Elvis Costello fan. And the amount of songs that I would want to see is not that great, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go or not.
248-539-9797. Guys, we got sports to talk about, but this is what happens when you got a bad baseball team.
Yeah.
This is what happens when the Red Wings really don't make any moves, and this is what happens when the Pistons just merely exist because they won 14 games.
We don't have to apologize.
No. So I'm just saying, like, where's the sport? We're going to get to it. Yeah. But I do want to know, am I the only person that goes into a concert blind, or do you need to know what the set list is before you even consider going to a concert? 248-539-9797. David, what were you about to say?
That you're not the only one, Rico. I'm also with you. I've never known there was a website to go on there and look at a set list. Why do I need to know? If I like the artist enough to go to the concert, I don't need to know, oh, they're not playing the songs that I like the artist, so I'm going to the concert.
Right. You always want to know, okay, everybody has that favorite song that you're like, okay, I can't wait till they play this song. You know, I can't wait. But yeah, if I knew that, okay, well, you know what? That's the 10th song, so I can get there late. It kind of takes away from the anticipation.
Yes, you're right. And I'm guilty of losing some of my spontaneity. And I think it's a bad thing. I wish I wasn't, and I can't help myself. I tried.
So even though you still do it now?
I'll still do it because...
Just can't walk away.
Well, once the tour starts, I pretty much know... But I sit there and say, well...
But see, you've been to enough Bruce concerts.
I know.
Stoney, you shouldn't just be able to rattle it off in your sleep.
Well, he doesn't... Every tour, they're not the same. Or, well, whatever, yes. There are certain songs that he doesn't play that I wish he would play, and then for one tour, and then he flips it around. So anyway, but there are advantages. You know, for instance, if there are songs that a group plays or performer plays that you don't particularly like and you know it's coming, that's the time to go to the bathroom or go get your beverage, because the worst thing is if you're in line in the bathroom and you hear a song that you didn't think you were going to hear and it's one of your favorite, I mean, you're pissed about that.
Yeah, I mean, I get
right?
it.
So there's an advantage. The other advantage...
No, that is an advantage, but that's just, once again, though, that's like being at a game. Like, you got to pick and choose your battles, and
I know
you could be in line when the game
going crazy. Yes.
Right, all of a sudden the play of the century just happened.
I know.
And where were you? Oh, I was in the concourse walking back. So yeah.
I actually saw that happen when Calvin broke his record, the receiving yard record. Somebody was in the bathroom and they were behind him. I'm like, man, he was so disappointed.
David, it actually happened. I think I may have told this story before, but a new invention had just happened. I was at my old condo. I was walking down the stairs. It was the halftime show of the Super Bowl. The entire living room just was like, oh! It was the Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson incident. They're like, oh, you missed it. You missed it. I'm like, what happened? Coming down the stairs. What they didn't realize that a week before I had just brought TiVo.
Oh.
And blew their mind. I was like, oh, watch this.
Yeah.
How in the world did you just go back in time? Don't worry about it, okay?
I thought you were going to say the Steelers-Cardinals Super Bowl with the James Harrison play. I thought you were going to talk about how you went to the, because you thought the half was over.
No, not that. But 248-539-9797. Do you need to see what the set list is going to be for the artists before you go to a concert? I didn't know websites existed. I didn't know this was even a thing. And I kind of felt like an outsider, like, wow, am I just that antiquated? I just, like, it almost feels like analytics for concerts now.
Correct.
Where you need to know this, and now you can maximize your time in the beer line, in the bathroom line.
You're right. Now, if it's a band like, the Grateful Dead, and company, what they're called now, where a lot of times they'll change their show completely from night to night, then it's okay to look because you don't know if you're going to see the same thing anyway.
Fair enough. 248-539-9797. Your phone calls, your ticket text next. 97.1.